Let's move on. This is Shadow Tracker. Shadow Tracker. This is an exciting one. If you like Predators, then this is kind of the vibe we got going on here with Shadow Tracker. Right out of the box. Kind of forward here. That's sick. Fucking stand. Look at that. That's badass. Oh, he's got a lot going on with this sculpt. That's sick. Look at his shoulder. It's like shoulder pad. So this was a Walmart exclusive. We do have one more of these in stock, guys. Just so everybody is aware of what is available and what is not. So quick review of what accessories we're supposed to be getting with him. So he's going to have 3 masks. One of them is already on him. He has a Bowie knife. He has a bow, which I guess there's a little extra piece there. He's got a hatchet, and he's got arrows and an arrow bag. All right, let's get his accessories out here. Okay, so we'll take a look at the alternate masks first. There we go. There's our alternate masks. So you got the full skull mask, and you got the translucent neon green mask, which is really cool. But this mask that he's wearing is pretty dope already. Right? There's all 3 masks together. All right, here's the bow. Pretty cool bow. Very interesting details. A lot of nuts and bolts and whatnots on there. And then there's this extra little piece that goes on here. Oh, other way. There we go. So don't get confused here, because this piece does have a hole here, but it's you got to like figure out which side fits. This, I assume, is so that it can support any like blast effects you want to use with it. Here's an arrow next to the bow. Individual arrow. It's got like interesting tip here. Get cool arrow tip. It's a little extra going on there. Here's the arrow bag, which has extra storage pieces for other things. Yeah, compound bow. There you go. This is the hatchet. As I drop it. It's the hilt. And then this is the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife might be my favorite thing here, to be honest. Is the Bowie knife. All right, let's get him out here and mess around with him. David, is that David Bowie's knife? Is that the Starman's knife? Bowie's in space. Okay, here's a closer look at Spirit Tracker. Oh, he's got his little necklace too and everything. Hold on, let me get him all situated before I put him on screen here. All right, there's a really good look at that head sculpt. He's got earrings too. He's got like a gauge earring. Cool dreads. Very basic vest, but that's okay. He's got a lot of details going on otherwise. This is the necklace. It's got like a vulture head on it, which is cool. Here's that shoulder pad, which is like what animals is he killing for these? Like, is that a gorilla head? Not a gorilla head, like a chimp head, or like a tiger? Is it a tiger skull? A jaguar skull? I don't know. He's veined up too. Look how jacked this dude is. Interesting neon green randomly on the back. Poodle. There's the hair. More neon green as we work our way down. This like neon green rope. Where do you get a rope like this? Who's selling a neon green version of this type of rope? Like, I can understand if it was like a nylon rope or like something like that, but who's got a neon green rope like this? And then we got like some claws, which is cool. A lot of cool detail. And we might have a candidate. And this is like a dark cheetah print here. They're like black cheetahs. Shin pads, knee pads. Oh no, shin. Sorry. I don't know, whatever that is. These are the shin pads. And then look at those fucking shoes. Look at that. Got those neon green shoes. Kick you in the face, glow in the dark style. That's the bottom of the boots. He is part of the Cheetah Girls. He was in the Cheetah Girls. The vest is a separate piece. You can take this vest off, I assume. Or like cut it off. There's a break here. Yeah, that's like the it might be glued though. Like I said, I just don't like to mess around. But you could definitely pull that off, get this dude shirtless, and see what happens. And then even this piece overhangs. So it's probably like maybe it's the roadblock, the heavy artillery roadblock. Could be. Because that guy, I think, was just wearing a vest, right? That you could take off. All right, what do we want to do with him? All right, let's do some face swaps first. Let's see. So this piece, okay. So this mask, and then we have to overlay the other masks. So let's go with this mask first. I definitely want to see how well this stays on here. Oh yeah, you got to put effort into taking that off. So that's nice. This is not like a Darth Vader situation we have going on here. This mask is not going to come off unless you want to pull it off. And I don't even think that like articulating, like I'm bending his head down and it didn't even fully come off. It pushed it a little bit, but it definitely will take effort. And then let's go with the neon green mask. Now this one does not sit as well on there. This one you might have to feed. No, you can't even feed it under his hair. Sorry, you guys are off screen with this. Definitely looks dope though. But it'll. Okay, it didn't come off like that. But once again, when you articulate down, that's when you start to lose it. But once you get it on there, it's decent. It's not this one. This one is a harder plastic, so it's not forming as much to the mask. Like it wants to come off. Definitely wants to come off. This one is is a more malleable thing, and I think it more forms to his face. Whereas this one is a little bit harder of a plastic, since it's like the neon green translucent one. So it definitely needs to be like in a specific angle for it to stay on. All right, there you go. All right, let's. Well, we got to do articulation, so let's do some articulation. All right, so here's looking up is obviously going to get hindered by his awesome hair. Here's your look down, but like I said, when you do the look down, it's going to knock your mask option off. This shoulder, this is a separate piece, so this is not getting hindered at all by this. Here's your elbow. We got the upper bicep. There we go. That really popped into place right there. There's your double elbow. Nothing wrist here. And he's got the, we said vertical for the vertical. You got the jerk off wrist. There you go. We'll call him that from now on. Obviously, this big vest is getting in the way of us using that any of the upper things, but you can still, when you get a little belly there, it's not going to hold as much when you go back. There, it held a little bit, and you can bend forward. And you can do the waist swivel as well. All right. Drop down hips. Upper thigh. Yes, upper thigh is not hindered by this little pad here, so that's good. He's got a holster right there. Knee. There we go. There's your knee. Double knee. Shin. Oh, the shin works still, even with this shin guard. And then there's your ankles. His hips do not lie. Same restaurant toupee Joe has for home. What does that even mean? Okay, so there he is. All right, let's try to mess around with some accessories now. Well, let's see. What can we holster first? So he has the back thing here, which that actually slides in pretty well. Sometimes I have an issue with these, but that slides in pretty well. There's a little bit of a gap there, though. So we could probably push it a little bit further, but it's not getting too screwed up. There's a little bit of a gap, but that's fine. They need to fix those pegs. That's one of the things that should be on their agenda. You can put the extra arrow in here. Yes. I don't know if it goes all the way down, though. It can. Yeah, it goes all the way down. Extra arrow does go all the way down. So you can see it like that. I could push it further, but I know I'm going to take it out in a second. So, his bow is going to be able to clip on here somewhere. Let's see, what else do we have? Just so I know what I'm keeping track of. We have the hatchet, the Bowie knife, his masks. Be cool if you could store his masks. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that you could put this on. No, I wouldn't say there. By the handle, I guess. That's not the. This is like a pretty hard piece here too, by the way. Who these guys ambushing a vamp would be a great display. Maybe his hatchet is supposed to go there. I want to take this piece off and mess with it like this. I don't know. I don't know if that's where that's supposed to go. The picture doesn't help The clamp is for his extra dreads. I just want to know if I can get this clipped on here. I mean, there's very thin things that you could do it with. I mean, I guess if you wanted to just have it chill like that, you could. There's probably a more proper way to do it. But that looks fine. Right? And then you can get... He also has extra stuff over here. So what did he have? He had... This one was like originally up here. Which I assume is supposed to be for the Bowie knife, right? I don't know. He's a little confusing with where to put accessories on him. But I guess if you wanted to slide the Bowie knife in there, you could. And then he also has the hatchet. Huh. Is there another slot? I mean, it's got to be the backpack slot, right? Interesting. He definitely eats turtle soup. All right. That's fine. I do want to try to get the hatchet in here and see what it looks like. Maybe if we slide it to the side a little bit more. Now, this has these stupid Cyclops loops that they're gonna slide down on you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So it's just supposed to be like notch in here. Here. Oh, there's a side notch too. It's just weird because it's like there's all these different areas to put storage for stuff. But it's a little confusing about where you're supposed to store what. I mean, this Bowie knife seems to fit in there very nicely. The hatchet is not going to fit down here. Unless if you hang it maybe from this. So then I would say that the hatchet is supposed to go here. And we'll spin it that way just to get it like going like that. Then we could go with... I mean, this is just not really a spot for this. Unless if you wanted to take this and slide it in there. I don't know, a little confusing. All right, let's get him like that, and let's do a little bow pose. He's got a side. Oh yeah, we were talking about that side holster already. So it's like he has like so many areas to holster stuff that it gets a little confusing about how to and where to holster things. Jesus. And then there goes his hair, knocking that off. All right. I will say the one thing, I mean, it is what it is. We got to figure him out and get him doing different things. The one thing that is slightly annoying me is the necklace, just because the hair and the necklace combination is kind of annoying just because they are getting in each other's way a lot. But let's give him his bow. Get in there, thumb. You know you want it. There we go. That's pretty nice that you can wind that up like that. So let's give me my extra bow now. I'm trying to feed the bow through. I gotta tell you, I do not enjoy messing around with bow and arrows on any figures. Just have him drawing it. This has to be so frustrating for anybody watching. All right, whatever. That's fine. I'm not going to spend all day trying to get his bow and arrow to work. Let's go with the neon green. So there's some annoying things, but overall, very cool figure. Awesome sculpt, well executed. There's just a couple things like that mask falling off there. I just don't like bows and arrows. I don't have any vintage TMNT or Motu. We have Motu Revelations. And we have some retro re-releases of TMNT, and we have NECA TMNT. Those are the items we have available for those IPs that you mentioned. Oh, there you go. There's a standing pose. So, oh, I didn't even talk about the bones on the side of his wrist. Look at that. That's cool. I just noticed those. So there you go. There's your little Predator man, your Shadow Tracker. Oh, you're repainting that green mask. Are you gonna repaint the green mask? Why? That's like the cooler looking one. That's the one that I wouldn't repaint. This is the one that'll fit on his body better. And I'm wondering if you can just pop this on his shoulder too. There you go. You can pop it on his shoulder too. Now he's got skulls on both shoulders.